It has been exactly 3 years since the first Ghostrunner launched, and back then it was the cyberpunk game from a Polish developer to play. Hey guys, it's Elbethium, and we are here with the review for probably my most anticipated game of the whole year, Ghostrunner 2. The first game was simply incredible, a breath of fresh air in terms of gameplay, idea and execution, but you could always tell that it was constrained by the fact it was launching on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Not to say that the game was not amazing, it still had instant reload times between all deaths. This is where you see that with this sequel they just let all the ideas out which they couldn't do before. Ghostrunner 1 was a pretty linear experience, and this is the case yet again, a first-person hack-and-slash platforming puzzle game, because not only do you have actual puzzles, but every encounter is a puzzle in itself, which enemy to kill first and with what. This is back in Ghostrunner 2, but it is far more accented. There is just so much more to the gameplay while keeping that awesome core intact. There is a bunch of new, truly cleverly designed enemies, from whip hands to hammer guys. These are my own names for these fellas, to lolly grunts just chasing after you. And the thing is, you cannot underestimate anyone. You might think that the grunts are not a danger and go for more capable enemies first, but if you turn your back on them or just miss one of them, you are going to be respawning in no time. To dispatch all the enemies, you will need new skills and new moves. You will notice familiar ones are back and are far more polished, but also completely new ones as well. Welcome addition is the category of super moves that truly live up to their name. This time around, gone is the Tetris minigame to equip your perks. You get an actual motherboard that you can upgrade to hold more perk chips, giving you a more tailored experience of a unique build. This you will be doing at the main hub this time, with actual characters you can meet and talk to face, unlike the first game where everything was pretty much done over the comms, but it always still felt very personal. Ghostrunner 2 is again a game of sheer movement and exhilaration, and all of this culminates with you obtaining a futuristic motorcycle. You heard me right, it is every bit as awesome as it sounds, because this time, not only do we still play within the tower, you are going to be making your way out, and I'm just going to leave it there. The controls are a bit more standardized this time around instead of its own scheme the OG game had, which had many players struggle with at first, me included. The game has 3 modes to choose from: your standard fidelity, performance, and a high FPS mode where you can play in 120 FPS if you have a TV that supports it. Sometimes developers want to add so much more in a sequel that they suffocate the idea of what made the original great. Ghostrunner 2 is the complete opposite of that. It builds on every single thing from the original with flawless perfection, from the improved gameplay to the story that stacks on its predecessor beautifully. In regards to the story, with the architect gone, factions are fighting over the Dharma Tower to control whatever is left of humanity, and I will again leave it there, because I truly believe that today's reviews just spoil way too much, show way too much, and a lot of these things, they kind of depend on the impact of you experiencing it first, not me putting some sort of expectation in your head and just kind of nudging where your own experience is gonna be going. And the music is an incredible part of the experience that just doesn't let you give up, instead of pushing you forward, coupled with that amazing instant reload that is back again. Unfortunately, I cannot show the music due to YouTube and just copyright. How good is the game? Well, I have had the awesome Spider-Man 2, a true wonder of a gem, Mario Wonder, and this is all I kept being drawn towards to playing. When sequels are incredible, I like to always pull a comparison by saying it did for the first game what Titanfall 2 did for its own, except in this case, the first Ghostrunner was an incredible experience, yet somehow they managed to make it even better. And let me just say, in the time I played with it, and mind you, this game still isn't even out officially, I haven't had one single bug, hiccup, pop-in, or any type of technical issue whatsoever. Ghostrunner 2 is a truly perfect sequel and a perfect 10 in my book. Guys, this is Elbethium, and this was the review for Ghostrunner 2, which I cannot recommend enough. I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.